my God. How are we going, everyone? Out in the orchard here. I'm admiring the lambs on the other side there, and they did spot us, and there's a couple of males there. They're going to headbutt. Ready? Bang! There we go. Love it. They're tenderising themselves. Get off him. You're all bloody males. Anyway, they're playing. Two of them are brothers. We're in the orchard to have a look around. The apple trees have taken off. Just admiring some here, peach, and what's happened here? Bit of curl on it. Just a little bit of curl. There's no disease on it, signs of anything on it. It's pretty clean, the leaves. Just decided to curl up a bit. Maybe all that water we've got there has just freaked it out a bit. We'll just give it some time and see if it settles down over the course of the week or the month as the weather warms up. And we move along, we've got plenty of flowers, a couple of weeks to deal with. Now, most trees have come into leaf now. Some are still bursting, actually not most, about 2/3 if we're lucky. Have a look here, apple. This has gone straight. Oh, we've got some flowers, yep. We've got flowers coming up at the bottom, so I dare say we're going to get some decent fruit on these plants this year. This one I didn't cut. That's the one I was speaking about. Look at this, how did I manage that? This one got a little bit of a trim. I didn't trim this. I missed that one completely. For the life of me, this should have been cut right back here. I'm going to let this finish, stop running. This one's going to get cut back right here, but I'm going to do it after it finishes flowering so I don't shock it. Otherwise it'll probably drop its flowers. Maybe, maybe not, but at the end of the day, it's coming straight back down to this height. Pruning your trees, we've spoken about it. A good mate of mine, Craig, talks about it as well. It's the 3 levels. You always start from your hip, if you like. Sometimes if you want to keep them really small, you can start from your knee. So work on the main joints of your body, hip or knee, hip, shoulder, chest, and head there as well. Or thereabouts, if you get the idea, it's about 60 centimetres apart each one. So we've got branches down here, which is basically around the hip area. The next branch was up here, just on the chest area size. Then we're going to bring it up to the head area last on, but we want it to open up really nice. Now, I didn't prune all the trees because I didn't get around to every single one of them. And I'm not too fussed, I'm going to clean them up anyway. We've got plenty of life ahead of us. The ones that I did miss out, and I should have attacked earlier, because they're really early fruiting, are the almonds. And they're going to grow into monsters if I don't take care of them properly. But look at this. Look at all the fruit on this already. Loaded already, beautiful. So these are going to come on really well. Every single one of them, by the way. And that was the only reason I didn't cut them back, because they already had their fruit on them. Setting. It's got beaten on this side. It's lost its flowers or fruit. But you can see all the almonds forming on everywhere else. Now the top parts, not so much, because it's got a little bit of growth coming on there. These ones here, these are going to get taken off. They've just stretched out too far. All the fruit's at the bottom on this one. So I can actually cut all this out. And I might do that. I might just cut it out now. I'm not sure if it'll shock it because it's still putting on some growth on it. I can wait on it, but I don't want it to grow any more than work backwards. But plenty of fruit. And the other one is the quince. Look at the flowers. We've got 3 varieties here. I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. I've got them all written down. But plenty of flowers and fruit coming on, especially over there. And this is a monster. Now the problem with this is if it does keep all its flowers, these limp branches, they're going to end up weighing all the way back down to here. Have a look at these flowers. And I reckon it's going to do a pretty good job because they all did get a burst of black grit on them. So that's what helps keep the flowers on your plants. There we go. Now that's the girl we got. The female, only one. And the 3 boys. You guys eat well. You really do. Settle down, Cara. They're almost as big as you. Come here. What's wrong? We've moved him from the other paddock to this paddock here because it was so heavy in the rain, so we got him into his shelter there to give him a bit of protection, keep him nice and dry. Now folks, I was at the garden centre today, and as I said to you that I was going to take down the big Malacca seedlings that we had, and pretty much all of them did sell out, but good news. Now I know most of you will know, if you don't, check it out on the Facebook page. This is Marianthe, who's the administrator of Big Malacca Tomato Group. So there's a lot of members there, and it's all about growing the biggest tomato. We run a competition every year, which we're doing again now. So we're going to be running the Big Malacca Tomato Competition, which means whoever grows the biggest tomato, and we'll give you the instructions on how we have to weigh it so we can be fair and transparent as possible to get yourself a nice big prize at the end of the season. Now, a lot of tomatoes have gone out there, and I know a lot of seeds are out there as well, so everyone's welcome to join. Get onto the groups to become a member there so you can enter the competition and share all your wonderful tomato experiences. Look, it's not just about tomatoes, it's also about gardening in general. So any problems you have there, like-minded people are there, gardeners alike, who can probably help you with your questions, if not myself, that is. Now, Marianthe not only does that, but she's been a wonderful advocate for the Big Malacca. If you remember a couple of years ago or so, she grew the biggest one. So far, no one's topped her weight at 2.5 kilos. It was that big. The video may still be online somewhere, you can search it, but it's a 2.5 kilo Big Malacca tomato. She collected a lot of seed for us, and she's been able to germinate a lot of that variety, that size, that 2.5, the seed, and bring in some seedlings. So she did pop in today. This is Saturday, we're filming it, obviously, and we've got some extra Big M tomatoes available for you tomorrow. So pop down if you like, if you haven't got yours or you missed out. There's a few there, but they're not all quite ready. So we're going to pick out the biggest ones out of the batch that we got there and release them. There may be about another 40 or so. So be in there, grab your tomato and enjoy. Get out in the garden while the weather's cool and dry, that is, and get into preparing your spring planting. If your microclimate's right, don't be scared, plant away or put a plant sleeve over the top, and that way you can look after your plants early on, and I've seen some of you do that already with great success. Vasili'sGarden.com, everything you need, 20% off. The coupon code is WETS. From me, Vasili, Maresi.